All right, it's been a minute, so I thought I would do just a quick garden update. We have over here heads of lettuce that are coming up. And that was a very low germination rate for those guys. Got a little bit of lettuce coming up in this row and a lot coming up in this row. Tons of arugula, which I'm gonna make this wide angle, hang on. I'm gonna start doing cut and come again with the arugula. I'm gonna let it get just a little bit bigger and then I'll be doing that. These seeds from the tree, from this tree, they just come on down and go all over this netting. Anyway, this pepper is looking super good. This is a Serrano. This guy's looking good, pretty good. And that guy's looking pretty good as well. Got this pepper, and I've got a question if anybody knows. This is the pepper that was being munched on by something. And I'm wondering if I should take these big leaves off and just kind of let it be this smaller plant in there. What do you think? And then this is that tomato plant that we rescued a few weeks ago, and then it got munched on. Look, it's got, let me zoom in a little bit. It's got some blossoms. And you know what? I know I want it to put its energy into its vegetation, into its leaves. It's growing that strong system there of leaves, but I'm gonna let these blossoms do their thing. This guy's turning into just a little bit of an experiment. Then I've got the dino kale right there, over in this corner. I've got a weed here. And then over here, if you remember, I planted some peas and some cucumbers. So this end, I believe, are the cucumbers. And that end, I believe, are the peas, just on the far edge. Yep, those look like pea leaves to me. And those look like cucumber leaves. So that's box number 1. Then I've got raised bed number 2. Let me show you that real quick. In raised bed number 2, just outside it, we've got this sunflower. I had a matching sunflower over here. She's dead. This sunflower's looking pretty decent. Then I've got this tomato, which is gonna be, pull the netting away so you can kind of see the plant. This is a cherry tomato, a sun gold cherry. We've got a lot of beautiful blossoms, and I'm just gonna let this one go. I'm not doing really any pruning on this guy. And then I've got some basil that's looking really sad. What do you guys think? What does this basil need? There's some thunder happening. I don't know if you can hear that. Basically, the only basil, the only basil plant that's looking okay is this one. Not a big fan of the basil looking so crappy. I would love some advice on basil if you have any. I just have these 4 plants here, and I was hoping they'd bush up and fill in that space there. Next to the basil, I've got these cosmos flowers that I also thought would maybe just kind of like fill in this little spot here. And I don't know if you're supposed to deadhead those, probably so. But they have some buds that are ready to come out and play, so that's kind of cool. Then next to the cosmos, I've got some bunching onions and then some regular, like, let me get closer again, some Walla Walla sweets, I believe, like some real bulb onions. And then just a couple more tomato plants that are looking pretty healthy. And then on this side, I've got tomatoes that are looking decent, except for this one. And this is the one that we've talked about because its leaves are such a different shape. And I asked on the Roots and Refuge, Friends of Roots and Refuge Facebook page, and several people told me it's a tomato leaf style. No, excuse me. It's a potato leaf style tomato plant, which I didn't even know was a thing. But you can see it has some damage because something came up and ate on it in several places. But I don't think that's cause for these droopy leaves and black leaves. Like, look at those. It just is not looking super thrilled with life. Totally don't know what's wrong with that guy, you guys. So if anybody knows, please tell me. Other than that, I think the tomatoes are looking pretty good. I do need to come out and prune and remove blossoms from the ones that are supposed to be like beefsteaks. We have such a short growing season that I'm not willing to remove too much, but I probably need to. Out here we've got the squash plants that we covered with the baskets from the Dollar Tree, and they're looking okay. This one back here died, and this one here, which I expected it to die, by the way. And then this one here has some dead leaves on it. But other than that, we're seeing some good growth. Over here, we do have like a dead sunflower or two around. But other than that, we're seeing some pretty good growth. And I'm so excited actually about the growth we are seeing. I wish I could show you exactly like how big these are, but basically I watered yesterday, and I feel that the plants like doubled in size since yesterday morning. This one, the leaves are about as big as my hand, maybe a little bigger. So that's looking pretty good. We're just seeing some really, really good growth. This one has a really neat pattern to its leaves. Let's see what this one is. White squash. This mammoth sunflower is looking really nice. Nice, strong stalk growing on it. That's what we like to see. This one, this mammoth sunflower, doesn't have quite as strong of a stalk, but it'll probably be okay. So just like a little overview of the pumpkin patch here. This is a pretty good sized space. I would say this side from edge to edge is right at about 12 feet wide, and from end to end is about 40 feet. So it's a pretty good size pumpkin patch. And then the additional 12 by maybe, I don't know, 6 feet over there. I've got 5 plants over there. Then I got on the classifieds. A friend of mine was getting rid of this little propane fire pit, and I just brought my cheap little plastic chairs and an old patio rug. And despite my efforts to like sweep and keep stuff tidied, it's not really staying that way, but this has been a beautiful, beautiful spot to come sit. Let me show you what the view is from this little spot. I mean, does it get better? So it's been pretty cool having this spot to sit, look at the mountains. It's a beautiful garden, even when it's messy, you know, and just kind of learning to accept it for what it is and let it be messy. It's been a good thing for me. I am most definitely embracing the perfectly imperfect, like this shaky video shot on my iPhone, the garden that's a big mess, my chickens that are just a disaster. We're totally out of food. I need to go get some food. Trying to just like let go of the stress and let this be the positive and enjoyable experience it should be. And sharing it with you guys has been a good part of that for me, especially knowing that I've got these videos to look back on and access to advice if you guys have it for me, and just getting to cheer each other along. If you have a video that you have posted recently of your garden, please link it below or tag your channel. I want to connect and just add to what I'm consuming as far as positive garden content goes, or just positive life content too. I think I should probably just get a little bit braver and open up a little bit more and just keep sharing here some of the things that I've been wanting to talk about but have been hesitant to. You know, just some of that real life stuff that I think is some of my most favorite to watch on YouTube, but maybe a little scary to actually share. So anyway, thank you for your patience with my perfect imperfection, and I hope you are finding joy today, and I will talk to you soon. All right.